I'd like to welcome everybody to the official grand opening ceremony of Pietro Fiorentini's first United States manufacturing facility right here in Weirton, West Virginia, and Brooke County, West Virginia. In West Virginia, we are small in capacity. We don't have the populations of our surrounding states. We don't have the financial resources that some states for which we have to compete for economic development. But what we pride ourselves in, and which helps us land the big deals, the sexy deals, is that we are able to illustrate that our ladder to our decision makers, the people right up here, is shorter than anywhere else in the United States. Everybody on this panel right here is a cell phone call away, which puts us 2 phone calls away from the President of the United States. And I would argue that no one has that kind of juice. And for that, we should all be thankful, and we should also be proud. So, thank you. We've been working with Pietro Fiorentini since January of 2013. Some projects evolve quickly and take off in days, while others take months or years to mature. Now, as much as we would like, and as much as I know our board and some of our officials would like projects to take off, quite frankly, I like the projects that take time. I like the projects that mature. And the reason why I like that is because by the time that we are ready to transact a deal, we are no longer transacting with prospects. We are transacting with friends. And we've been able to establish a friendship. Sergio, your team, Max, Mark, that is what makes this business exciting, doing business with friends. So if you do allow deals to mature over time, they get to see who we really are, and we get to appreciate the impact that they're going to have on our community, and we can express that impact. And you will see that if you haven't already seen it today with the turnout that we've had for this grand opening.
In our compass. We would like to become a global company, let's say even better, a local company. That means global and local at the same time. We have been an international company. That is a different concept. We have been a great exporter from Italy around the world. Now we are trying to achieve a different stage. We would like to become global with a customer centricity approach. That means very close to our markets in terms of products, in terms of services, in terms of relationship. And here was probably easier because we found a very good support from the West Virginia and all the people involved. At the beginning, when we discussed the opportunity, we had many different ideas, many different possible locations, but at the end, we decided to become a West Virginian company to serve one of the most important markets for our future, United States. So how we want to achieve that kind of target? Through the cross-fertilization. That means combining our culture, the Italian or European culture, with the best of US American culture to obtain even a bigger results, trying to merge each other and obtain the best of our management culture. It's a great honor and pleasure work with you all. And
this is for sure our celebration day, a day to thank all of those who have given their contribution to this great event. If I miss anyone out, it's not intentional, sorry. 5 years ago, our adventure has started in Wheeling with just one production line and a few welding machines. Today, our 30,000 square feet new plant counts 4 production lines and a CNC machining center. But this is just the beginning, because we have a huge potential, as this facility could be expanded up to 90,000 square feet. It has been an amazing journey, and most of you know the challenges we have been through. This is why I do need to share with you some mandatory great thanks. I would like to thank all the people we met in Weirton and Wheeling communities, from which we received a warm welcome when the Italians show up in town. We have chosen West Virginia because of the strategic geographical position, that's for sure, but also because of the support we received and because of its human capital and know-how capabilities. We are here today to be a great player in the development of this area of US, both in terms of job opportunities and in terms of innovation. We are just at the beginning of the new chapter of our story, which will contribute to bring prosperity to the West Virginia Panhandle area.
Most of you know that song, Country Roads, that was written by and sang by John Denver years ago. Do you know how it starts out? Almost heaven, West Virginia. Why? Because it is. And Mr. Blosser, I gave him a point, target Pietro Fiorentini, do what you have to do, open up that TIF money, and get that business centered here. And he did a great job, along with Pat and also many people that are involved. They understand that the steel mill is not going to be what it was, but there's developers looking at the community, private businesses, corporations. A lot of the land that's being made available by the demolition of the old mill properties are already spoken for. They're investigating what they can put there. Browns Island's been sold. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. So our future is bright. Our location is perfect. People are moving here because of the lower tax base, cost of living, and it can be in Pittsburgh in 25, or Robertson Township in 25 minutes, and downtown Pittsburgh in 35 minutes. So I really want to thank everybody. There's a couple things that you may not know about Weirton, those of you who don't live here, but at one time, Weirton Steel was the largest employer and taxpayer in the state of West Virginia. We didn't need anybody. We were on an island. Whoever thought that Weirton Steel would end up going bankrupt and reorganizing and being sold a couple of times. But the greatest thing about the city of Weirton is the kinds of people we have here. I think it's the most wonderful place to live. Mario, Marty, from the city of Weirton,
Thank you very much.
welcome.
Thank you.
This is a key to the city, and good luck, and anything you need, you let us know.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Mid-Atlantic Region 3 Regional Administrator, Cosmo Servideo.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Pat. I always appreciate our conversations and our meetings and your coordination with my staff, so thank you for that. Thank you all. It is just a real honor to be here today. The Brownfields program fulfills several of President Trump's top priorities simultaneously, helping communities in need of transforming contaminated sites into community assets that not only create jobs and jumpstart the economic development, but also improve public health and the environment. And, you know, it's a testament to the leadership that the president has shown with that, and also the creation of the opportunity zones, and we have seen those continue to flourish. It is fitting that Pietro Fiorentini selected the city of Weirton and Three Sprints Business Park as their first permanent manufacturing facility in the United States. This facility is a great example of successful redevelopment projects, and a project that only improves the environment but also improves the lives by creating jobs. I couldn't just reflect to see when I walked in some of the younger folks who have employment here and how important that is to have a job and what that means to someone, and the stability that that brings to that individual first and foremost, but that individual's family and friends. And again, it's just that collaborative effort that has made that come to fruition. This brings us to another reason why we are here today, celebrating the award of a new Brownfields Assessment Coalition Grant. I am pleased to announce that EPA has selected the Business Development Corporation of the Northern Panhandle for a $600,000 Brownfields Assessment Coalition Grant. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I also applaud because we have already seen what West Virginia is doing with our Brownfields dollars. It is, I mean, quite frankly, here in Region 3, is the one state that really has utilized this program, and it continues to flourish. So we cannot thank you. We know those dollars, first and foremost, as we assess new sites to see what needs, first and foremost, to be done to protect the environment, and then bring in that economic development. And so we appreciate the leadership there. The Business Development Corporation, in conjunction with their coalition partners, the Brooke Hancock Regional Planning and Development Council and the Jefferson County Port Authority, will use their grant to conduct environmental site assessments, complete site cleanup plans, inventory new sites, and involve local communities in the process. Involve local communities in the process. That's the most important thing for us, is getting that feedback from our local communities. I know that's the one thing that I hear repeatedly, and again, as I said earlier, appreciating the leadership from Senator Capito and Representative McKinley, is what are the communities saying? What do they need? And looking at that from that standpoint, it's so much easier for us because we want to see those flourish in those towns. We are so excited, EPA, to see these dollars spent. Again, thanking Pietro Fiorentini for your leadership and your site and your vision to be here. It takes that. It takes everything that we do collaboratively to make sure that these sites are ready, gives the opportunity for investment dollars. I mean, that's what we want to see. And now to see those dollars coming from Italy, it is.
I'm going to dispense with my formal comments to you, Congressman McKinley and Shelley Moore Capito. I'm going to just tell you from the heart what we appreciate about you. You are part of our team. You're deal makers like we are. And it is unusual, and it is not typical, to have a United States Senator, a United States representative at the table doing deals with the governor's office, with the cities, with the counties. I mean, you are part of the team, and that goes to what we always say, and that is our ladder to the decision makers is the shortest than anywhere else in the country. You're part of the team, you're our friends, and we simply cannot thank you enough for always being there, always showing up, and always being here and providing money, cash. At the front end for the deal, you provide front end money for deals, and you provide back end money for deals, just like the EPA. I mean, you're part of the team, and from a regulatory standpoint, people don't realize how easy it is, at least you make it look easy for us, to pass laws. We wanted a simple change in Brownfield's legislation to allow nonprofits to get access to this federal money. You did it. And that just illustrates how easy it is that you make it for us, and we simply cannot thank you enough. That's all I have to say.
I do want to say to the leadership of Pietro Fiorentini, thank you for your faith and your investment in our community. This area of our state is rich in history of international and global families. There's one thing that's absolutely key in all of this, and that's safety. And safety is absolutely their #1 priority. And what a great thing for us here in the Northern Panhandle, here in West Virginia, to associate ourselves with a cutting-edge global company whose #1 priority, as we see the development of our natural gas fields all around in this area, to put safety #1. You will never regret the investment that you've made here. We look forward to further expansions. Whatever I can do as your federal partner, I stand ready, and I'm just proud to be a part of the Northern Panhandle family. Thank you all very much.
It's quite an honor to be with you today on behalf of U.S. Senator Joe Manchin. Greetings from Joe Manchin, United States Senator. On behalf of the citizens of the Mountain State and as your United States Senator, it is my distinct honor to welcome those attending the grand opening of the Pietro Fiorentini Weirton facility. This is a special day for Weirton, for Hancock County, for West Virginia, and for Pietro Fiorentini. This $9 million investment in our great state represents many years of tireless work, dedication, patience, and partnership between many stakeholders. This world-class facility represents Pietro Fiorentini's first permanent manufacturing location in the United States, and I am so proud to see it come to fruition. We all know West Virginia is the perfect location for business, and this facility is truly an investment in our people and in the future of our state. Please keep working hard because you are revitalizing the economy of the Northern Panhandle and helping move our great state forward. With warmest regards, Joe Manchin III, United States Senator. Thank you.
Isn't this a great facility? You don't see too many industrial plants look this nice. We've been in a few of them over our years. Very good to see you again. And thank you, Pat Ford, and for all of you that have come out to celebrate here. Because this is the kind of news that we've been looking for. We know in this panhandle that there's an inner strength to us. That when we get some bad news, we find a way to improve on it and turn it around. There's something going on, a vibrancy, a strength, but we're seeing people reinvesting, having confidence again in our state, in our people, and money's coming in, investments coming in. I'm very bullish right now about our valley. I see it's going to come back just strong. It has to be the darkest before you can see the stars. Now you're starting to see the stars come out. There's something positive about all those people all coming together to make us great here in West Virginia. God bless you, and God bless the state of West Virginia. Thank you.
Where passion meets opportunity. I mean, what a great slogan, where passion meets opportunity. I mean, that sets the tone for precision manufacturing on a world-class basis. We're so pleased to welcome Pietro Fiorentini of Brooke County and to express our sincere appreciation for choosing West Virginia. I mean, West Virginia got to win in this competition, and that's fantastic news. We really appreciate the fact that you recognize the value of doing business in this state and the world-class workforce that we have available. You know, economic development truly is a collaboration and a coordination and a cooperation of many different parties, both state level and local level, and this is a perfect example of how that works well. Lean manufacturing and lean management, world-class precision manufacturing is happening right here in West Virginia right now. 29 jobs right here, right now, the $9 million investment, 30,000 square feet. I'm looking forward to when you grow this to 90,000 square feet, and the West Virginia Development Office will stand ready to help you along the way and grow the job base, continue to do that. This is really awesome, and I can't wait to see the tour.
We worked with this great company for a long time, and finally, you know, in 2017, I guess things happened, and things, you were convinced that this was the place to come. You know, our natural gas industry provides so many opportunities, it's unbelievable, and we are right on the cusp with this great man, this great senator, so many others and everything. We are so close to a relationship we have today with our president and everything, to absolutely an industry that flourishes in many, many, many different ways. This company makes so many products that are utilized in that industry or can be utilized throughout the petrochemical industry in many ways, and absolutely we're just scratching the surface of what's to come. And we don't want to blow it. That's all there is to it. It's just too important and everything. So today, with great pleasure, we're going to cut the ribbon. Thank you again, sir, in every way. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.